analyze test output and generate reports. Welcome to this lesson on analyzing test output and generating reports. Security testing produces valuable data, but the true benefit comes from analyzing the results and turning them into actionable insights. Organizations must assess test outputs, identify vulnerabilities, document findings, and provide clear remediation recommendations. This process ensures security teams can address weaknesses, improve defenses, and communicate risks effectively to stakeholders. In this lesson, we will cover remediation, exception handling, and ethical disclosure. Let's get started. Security testing generates large amounts of data, but raw test results alone are not enough. Proper analysis helps organizations prioritize vulnerabilities, understand attack patterns, and implement security improvements effectively. Think of test output analysis like diagnosing a car problem. A mechanic doesn't just look at warning lights. They analyze the engine, check diagnostic codes, and recommend specific repairs. Similarly, security teams analyze test outputs to determine which security fixes are most urgent. For example, a penetration test might identify 50 vulnerabilities, but only 5 of them are critical. Analyzing the test output helps security teams prioritize fixing the most dangerous ones first. Use automation to process test data and highlight critical issues. Prioritize vulnerabilities based on risk impact and exploitability. Ensure test results are documented clearly for technical and non-technical stakeholders. Remediation is the process of fixing security weaknesses found during testing. Without remediation, security tests provide no real value as vulnerabilities remain exploitable. First, categorize vulnerabilities based on severity: critical, high, medium, and low. Focus on addressing high-risk issues first. Second, assign remediation tasks to the appropriate teams. IT teams may handle patching while developers fix code vulnerabilities. Third, validate fixes with retesting. After implementing security patches, run another test to confirm the vulnerability is fully mitigated. For example, a vulnerability assessment may find an outdated web server with security flaws. The IT team patches the server, and a follow-up scan confirms the issue is resolved. Prioritize remediation based on risk severity and business impact. Ensure IT and development teams collaborate to fix vulnerabilities. Perform retesting to verify successful remediation. Not all security findings can be immediately fixed. Some vulnerabilities may require a temporary exception due to operational constraints. Exception handling ensures that security teams properly document and monitor unresolved issues. First, document why a vulnerability cannot be immediately fixed. Reasons may include business dependencies, software limitations, or vendor delays. Second, implement compensating controls to reduce risk until a full fix is available. This may include restricting access, monitoring activity, or using intrusion prevention systems. Third, review and reassess exceptions periodically. No vulnerability should remain unresolved indefinitely. For example, an organization using legacy software that cannot be patched may restrict access to authorized users and monitor for suspicious activity while planning for a future upgrade. Document all security exceptions with justifications. Implement temporary security controls to mitigate risks. Regularly review exceptions to determine if they can be resolved. Security findings must be communicated responsibly to protect sensitive information and prevent unauthorized access. Ethical disclosure ensures that security vulnerabilities are shared with the right people in a controlled manner. First, limit access to test reports. Only authorized personnel should review security findings to prevent data leaks. Second, follow responsible disclosure policies. If vulnerabilities affect third-party vendors or software providers, report them through proper channels before making them public. Third, use clear and structured reporting formats. Security reports should provide actionable insights without unnecessary complexity. For example, if a penetration test uncovers a flaw in a cloud service provider's infrastructure, the company should notify the provider confidentially instead of exposing the vulnerability publicly. Ensure security reports are shared only with authorized stakeholders. Follow responsible disclosure policies when reporting third-party vulnerabilities. Use structured, easy-to-understand reporting formats. Security testing reports should be structured to provide useful insights while maintaining clarity for both technical and executive audiences. First, an executive summary. This provides a high-level overview of security findings, key risks, and recommendations. Second, a detailed findings section. This outlines each vulnerability, including risk level, potential impact, and recommended remediation steps. Third, a remediation plan. This includes a roadmap for fixing vulnerabilities, assigned responsibilities, and expected timelines. Fourth, a compliance assessment. This maps security findings to regulatory requirements such as ISO 27001 NIST or PCI DSS. For example, a security testing report for a financial institution might highlight vulnerabilities in online banking systems, prioritize fixes, and align remediation efforts with compliance mandates like PCI DSS. Structure security reports for both technical and non-technical audiences. Include clear remediation steps to guide security improvements. Map security findings to regulatory compliance requirements. Now, let's summarize what we've learned about analyzing test output and generating reports. Security test results must be analyzed to identify and prioritize vulnerabilities. Remediation ensures security weaknesses are fixed and verified through retesting. Exception handling allows for controlled risk mitigation when immediate fixes are not possible. Ethical disclosure ensures security findings are reported responsibly. Security reports should provide structured, actionable insights for both technical and executive stakeholders. By following these best practices, organizations can turn security test results into meaningful improvements, strengthening their overall security posture. This concludes our module on analyzing test output and generating reports. Up next, conducting or facilitating security audits. Stay secure.